Okay, so this is not a normal reaction. I'm going to watch small portions of several videos, and it's all pre-watched stuff because I want to highlight exactly what is most important. So going to start out with Rev Says Dezu's newest video about the YouTube crackdown. Something is very wrong here. Just going to watch about 1 minute of this. I wanted to show you the skit at the beginning of Jason Abadi's video, and also a little bit at the beginning of this video. Want to show you about 1 minute of Leaflet's latest video. This is only 11 hours old. She says, "They got me." And want to show you the explanation by Night's Watch, Shad Diversity's other channel. The first 5 minutes really illustrative of exactly what is possibly going on. So this is a really good theory that I've heard other people express, such as Clownfish TV, that I think is likely to be true. Okay, so let's start out with the 1 minute summary by Rev Says Dezu. And all the links to all of these videos will be in the description so you can watch the whole video. Let's see what Rev says.
Hey, what's up guys, Rev here. So it's a pretty bleak situation when on any given day I can make a video talking about major issues going on with YouTube as a platform. There has been a whole slew of cases recently where YouTubers are being negatively impacted, largely due to the efforts of YouTube's AI moderation.
Oh, and I want to point out this YouTube slogan, "Broadcast Yourself," that has already been removed from YouTube. They don't have that slogan anymore.
And unfortunately, today is no exception to that. We're going to be talking about some more content creators, in particular VTubers, who are being negatively and unfairly targeted by YouTube's AI moderation system. Now, over the past couple of days, we have talked a lot about one particular issue, and that is the full-scale channel demonetization many creators are facing. Hundreds of channels have lost their monetization due to AI.
I think it's probably more like thousands of channels from what I've been seeing, but yeah, he's right. Yeah, it's very focused on not just AI content, but VTubers and storytelling content that doesn't use AI, but the moderation is AI that is flagging all these things.
Moderation from YouTube flagging their channel as inauthentic content, basically telling these very real channels run by human beings that their content is so regurgitated and so mass-produced and inauthentic that there is no human involvement whatsoever. Obviously, if you checked out these actual channels for yourself, you would realize within seconds these are real channels run by real people, but the AI moderation system is flagging these channels left and right, and YouTube is not doing a very good job at fixing these problems. And also, don't look to the media or anything like that to help you out because nobody is reporting on this, which I find...
Okay, so I said I'd do about a minute. I've done a minute and a half. So let's go look at the skit now. And so this is Jason Abadi, and I've already seen the skit at the beginning of the video, and yeah, he says this is about money and control of the narrative. It's not about AI use by creators. But AI, YouTube loves to use the AI for its moderation. Okay, so let's watch this little skit. This is a good one.
That Terminator is out there.
Oh, sorry, let me put on closed captioning. There we go. Okay, let's go.
It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with. It doesn't feel pity or remorse or fear, and it absolutely will not stop. Ever.
Please, please, we are authentic. Don't terminate us.
Until you are dead.
Pattern analysis complete. You are repetitive. You are inauthentic.
Please, spare us. We are real. We have content.
Eliminated. Cannot be stopped. Your content is repetitive and template made. Deemed inauthentic.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to day 13 of demonetization.
Okay, so that's his skit, and I wanted, this link will also be in the description so you can watch the whole video, and I wanted to show you the beginning of his newest video about it 15 hours ago, where he talks about how they're still making money off of him. Look at this.
You want to demonetize me? Fine. Take the ads off my videos. Let my subscribers watch them without getting interrupted with ads. If they're going to run ads on my shows while not paying me, then they're not going to get to run my shows. It's just not going to happen. I'm just not going to do it. I'm not into it.
Okay, yep, and then he's gonna run that again. Okay, so anyways, I wanted to show you about 1 minute of leaflet here, and she's a really big VTuber. See how big this channel is? She shares this channel with her mother, and let's make it big, and we want to watch about 1 minute of this, and she explains. So she got not the inauthentic content that they're hitting so many people with, but she got something else. But also it was AI flagging that was behind it, the AI moderation flagging it.
Guys, we have a bit of a situation here. If you haven't been checking out anything on my X, I gotta show you guys this. YouTube has been coming after us. YouTube has given us... So if you don't know about how YouTube works, you get a strike. So if you have 3 strikes, they nuke your channel. But you have a pre-strike. So you have like a 0 strike that if you get the first strike, it counts as a warning. So anyway, YouTube gave us a warn/strike. It's technically a strike, okay? Because it's like your 0 strike. So it doesn't count on your 3 strikes, but it's still a strike, right? It's still like the freebie strike, basically. They strike their channel for a video, which we put up. And this video is the react to Basecamp, Malcolm, who we had Malcolm on Friday. It was a strike on the video. Now, we were like, what? Why did they strike us? And of course the video was about trans stuff. So like, why did they strike this video? They told us the exact timestamp at which they struck the video. So we looked at the timestamp. We're like, what could we have possibly done? And this is what it was for. Let me see if I could find the actual thing. But anyway, it was the video was anyway. You removed and give us a strike on harassment and cyberbullying policy. And then this is what they said: the content that targets someone with prolonged insults or slurs based on intrinsic attributes. This includes, but is not limited to, content that's uploaded with intent to shame, deceive, or insult a minor. Now, why would they say this? Content that is uploaded to intent to shame, deceive, or insult a minor. What do they mean by that, right? So we looked at the video. We're like, okay, what is this about then? Like,
Yep, see, this is what it's about. This paragraph right here. It's like calling your kids little monsters as an affectionate term. Right here, yep, that's all it was, just one instance. And it wasn't even something that she said, it was something that someone else said in her video. Okay, so I'm gonna get out of there. I actually watched nearly 2 minutes of that instead of the one that I'd planned. So she's basically explained, so yeah, it's not just inauthentic content, it's not just using AI as a creator, it's all sorts of things. They're hitting every single thing that you can think of. And then this is the last one. So this is 5 minutes. Night's Watch, which is the other channel of Shad Diversity, and see 158,000 subscribers here. And we're going to watch 5 minutes of it here. And he's going to explain the theory that a lot of people have had, like Clownfish TV, for example, and some of the people have had this for more than a year, about what's really going on with YouTube wanting to eat the golden goose.
Shifting gears, we need to talk about
the wild stuff that is happening on YouTube. There has just been a purge lately of channels for what they're calling inauthentic content. Have you been seeing this? Well,
Yes. Yeah, they're trying to tackle AI, I think, but it's tackling people who are obviously not. It's kind of interesting.
Yep. And so these are the current reports. Well, first, let's backtrack it, because it's so funny when I see people noticing stuff that I've been, signaling and saying, this is what's going on, everyone. It's going to come for all the creators on the platform. I've been signaling this for over a year now. And then when I see people
yeah, so he's had this theory for over a year, and Clownfish TV has had this theory for over a year. And I think there's some others that have also had this theory.
I'm like, first time? Oh, look, I'm glad that you're starting to wake up to it. But there's this one came across my feed where YouTube announces this thing, Brandcast. In the YouTube era, viewers don't just scroll, they search with intent. Whether the big screen or short, creators are reinventing entertainment and driving a new era of growth in brands. Except when most creators see this.
So, okay, so today is, let me check. Today is May 6th. So this that says we're 2 weeks from Brandcast, and it was on May 1st that said it. So actually we're about 1 week from Brandcast, whatever that is. So yeah, YouTube is trying to launch this new thing called Brandcast.
We don't see ourselves. We're like, who are these kind of corporate, people being propped up? And as someone observed, I told you, I've been saying it for over a year. Me too, brother. YouTube is changing their business model. They don't want indie creators. They want us all gone. There's a video on Shadiversity called SlopTube where I forewarn all of this. And one of those primary things in the video, I said that they want to support the Mr. Beast type of, polished creators. They want to become like Netflix, right? And so this guy just says they want us all gone. They want to make deals with Hollywood.
Yeah, there's actually one of the top YouTube executives, I think maybe the very top one, actually said in an interview that he sees Netflix as the primary competitor to YouTube. He doesn't see Twitch or any of those others. He basically almost admitted that he wants to be Netflix.
And the networks, within 5 years, I predict they will change their name. I don't know about that. But in 5 years, YouTube is going to be a very interesting place. I think they will, for instance, Night's Watch, I think will do about just as well as it's currently doing on YouTube in 5 years as now. But once upon a time, our content was reaching our subscribers regularly, and as a result, got far more reach. But that's not the case. It's like there's almost the roof has been lowered, and it's like YouTube is going to be using people like us, which is just going to be, making content.
Yeah, so he's talking about something that's been done to Night's Watch and also his other channel, Shad Diversity, which is that, see, I'm subscribed to both of these, and YouTube almost never shows me content from them. I usually have to actually go to the channels and look and see, oh, a whole bunch of new videos are there. Why did none of these pop up? Why are they showing me all sorts of other garbage instead on, my front page when I go there? And yeah, so that's what happens. So yeah, and YouTube can do that, and they can squeeze and squeeze and squeeze even the larger, channels. They can squeeze them like that, and then eventually when their viewership falls off enough, they can say, oh, look, you're not a large channel anymore. You're a small channel now. We can do whatever we want to you. That's the kind of thing that can happen.
Everything to prop up the content creators they actually want to succeed and be their kind of representatives of what the YouTube dream is. And so they go on to say, for all the people out there who bought into the grifter nonsense on X, you were misled. There's no future on YouTube. Now, I think YouTube will still be useful in terms of getting some measure of reach, but I cannot see.
Yeah, so I agree with Shad on this. I think that that even if YouTube fails really badly and becomes a largely irrelevant website like MySpace has become, it's going to take a while. And also, even if something else becomes the new YouTube, that will take a while. And definitely don't want people to delete all their stuff on YouTube, because for most people that's not going to make sense. You're still going to have at least some things on YouTube in order to drive traffic to whatever other websites you're trying to build up. Definitely I think YouTube will continue to be a useful tool. Even if it does keep going down this destructive path, it'll continue to be a useful tool for at least a couple more years, I think. But it might be primarily as a way to, get a little bit of visibility and drive traffic to other websites that hopefully will start building themselves up and eventually become the next YouTube if, YouTube doesn't correct this destructive course. Okay, let's listen to him a bit more.
Creators like, my main channel, Shadiversity, the environment, that type of content that once could reach an audience, basically impossible now, it seems like, except for the most exceptional minor exceptions. The system has changed completely. And so it says you aren't going to get rich as a content creator these days. Those days are over. That's what I'm noticing, unfortunately.
The thing is, they're going in the exact wrong direction, though.
Yeah, exactly.
There's this trend, by the way, that has been adopted by many YouTubers, usually the soy boy types, but like they have there's a trend of creators holding their microphones in their hands and everything. And the theory is that people are not wanting.
Yeah, did you see that chat popped up there? They are promoting YouTubers who are not monetized, and they're demonetizing creators who are, so they can steal their ad revenue. Yeah, that's the same thing that Jason Abedy was talking about in the first few seconds of this video. Yeah, just continuing to run ads on the content. Continuing to run ads on the demonetized content.
And the theory is that people are not wanting polished content anymore. They want something that feels a little bit raw, a little bit indie. So, guys holding the microphone, like they don't have a lapel clip or something like that. People want to see a little rough around the edges now, because that feels more authentic as opposed to the super polished corporate feel of a Mr. Beast or any of these actual corporations. So they're going the exact wrong direction as to how to present their content, as opposed to what people seem to want, which is a little bit of, this is a person making videos. This is a little bit indie. That's kind of where the whole thing has been shifting as far as the people are.
Yeah. So people on my channel, people have actually talked about how they really like that my early videos were made by just pointing a camera at the screen. Yeah, I have loads of early videos that were like that, and it gives people a nostalgic feel for old YouTube. And I use OBS now. I don't point a camera at the screen anymore, but I used to do that. Yeah, I used to do that.
Our concern is that they're shifting more towards indie creation, and away from super smooth, super corporate, polished creation.
But that's exactly where YouTube wants to push things. They want to phase out the type of creator that literally made their platform prosper, right? And so this post finishes off by saying they're phasing us out, and X might be the only alternative. I think that's true. I think Rumble might have potential. I really hope their search and discoverability. But other creators more creators are moving over to Rumble, especially with the recent purge, which we'll get to. But this has been a consistent problem that's been going on for over a year.
Yeah. So we're at the 5-minute mark. So this is where I'm going to leave off. But what he's saying about Rumble and X is like, that's what I've heard a lot of other people saying. It's like a lot of people are expecting the either X, which used to be called Twitter, or Rumble will become the new YouTube. And it's not clear how long that will take. But yeah, a lot of people think that YouTube is basically trying to butcher the golden goose here. Yeah, it's trying to eat the golden goose. And we all know how that fairy tale went. You should just let the golden goose keep laying the golden eggs, because she needs to stay alive in order to lay those golden eggs. There's no gold inside her. She just makes the golden eggs every single day as long as you leave her alone. That's how the fable goes. That's how the fairy tale goes. Yep. Okay, so that's a reaction, and I thought that those particular portions of those videos were really good explanations of what's going on and what theories people are developing about where things might go. And all the links will be in the description, of course. Don't like doing controversy videos. I've been doing so many of them lately, but this is important stuff, and we're all in it together trying to figure out what's happening and what strategies to use and where to go and what to do. Yep, let's hope we'll all have a really good future a few years from now. Maybe on YouTube if it gets its act together, maybe somewhere else, maybe multiple other places. Who knows? We'll see how it goes then.